so much
Man,
cooler.
Sonic is a hell of a lot better than Mario. Mario is nothing compared to Sonic. Sonic is a lot cooler.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely.
for sure, bro. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's
What's
up,
up, man? Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Good seeing
So
you, man.
Sonic the Hedgehog, guys. Let's do this, all right?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, some old school stuff here, guys. This is like probably the oldest game we talked about so far. 1991.
Yeah.
We're stepping back into the past. I mean, something's off though.
Yeah.
It's like the quality. I don't know. What's up with this?
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right here. Hold on, I got an idea. Here we go. All right, nice. Back into HD. Back into modern times.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, now we can continue. All right.
Sweet.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Great Men Taking Over the World. I'm Ren.
This is Dark Assassin.
This is Silver.
Oyaji.
And today we're talking about the old school classic for the Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog. Dum 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 dum. Sonic the Hedgehog, man, this really takes me back to that like really early 90s period. For me, this really epitomizes Sega as a whole and Sega Genesis overall. Like this character and like the whole legacy that he's built was just like a legend amongst video games. So how I originally got into it though was my mom's friend. He brought over a original NES and we were kind of considering keeping it. I don't know exactly where it came from. But it ended up not working to our favor because it was, I don't know, a piece of shit or something like that. Had some shitty racing game on it. And so they took it back and then we somehow convinced our mom to buy us a Sega Genesis. And I remember going to Meijer with her and her friend and it had that Sega Genesis bundled package with Sonic the Hedgehog in it. I was super excited. I think I've played Sonic a little bit here and there, maybe at stores or at a friend's house, but never really got too in depth with it. And I've played like Mario games, you know, Duck Hunt and all that stuff. So I was familiar with video games and all that. All we had was maybe some shitty Tiger Electronic games. But then, you know, playing Sonic the Hedgehog, this just fucking took it to a whole nother level. This is what introduced us to video games. Just, you know, we expanded upon that. The fucking colorful levels, the design, the speed, all of that was just so awesome at the time. Like compared to Mario, this blew it away. And Sonic as a character too, he's like super radical, he's bodacious, you know, he's super edgy character. You know, how can a young kid stay away from something like that? It's just totally badass.
How I got into Sonic the Hedgehog, I was 9 years old and I played it at my babysitter's house over at Yusur's house and her family, the Mahmouds, and I played it on their 6-pack game on the Genesis and I picked up pretty fast on it and they complimented me on my skills of how I learned so fast on Sonic being good at those platformer games and I kind of outdid them in their own game when it came to completing levels. My first impression of Sonic the Hedgehog was like a cool, fast-paced character with nice environmental backgrounds within the green hillscapes with the palm trees, the flowers, the waterfalls in the background, and those checkered walls look pretty cool as well. And then, you know, fighting against Robotnik with the ball and chain, I thought was pretty fun. And then ever since then, I just had fun and had a blast ever since.
In 1993, December, Christmas Day, I received my first Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. It was wrapped up in a present. So, you know, I opened it up, took it upstairs, sat next to my TV, and I played the crap out of it. Hours all in. And I was just blown away by the stages, the colorful, just the colorfulness of the stage. It's very bright and very happy. Green Hill Zone was one of my favorite stages. The palm trees, the ocean. It drew me in the game. It drew me in.
Alright, so the first time I played a Sonic game was over at my uncle's house. Before that, I had the NES, so I'd been playing games for a while. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. And he had a Sega Genesis. And it was sitting out in the living room, and I was like, oh, let me give this a shot. And I remember my parents were like in another room, and I was like, oh, Sonic. I didn't even know what Sonic was at that time. Never played it before. Started playing it and I was like, shit, this is awesome. Like, what the hell? Like, running around these stages, like flying around, bouncing off the springboards, whatever the hell they are, and like, it's just fun. It's crazy. I remember like I wanted to like go tell my dad like, oh man, this game is so awesome. Like, come check this out. Well, yeah, Sonic was hard as hell. I don't think I got past the first stage for like years, or like the first couple stages probably. Yeah, took me a while. But like I loved Sonic just as a character. You know, he's an awesome character. He's cool. I remember for Halloween, like I was like 8 or 9. I was Sonic the Hedgehog. Had like a plastic mask and like a plastic shirt, like, you know, those like cheap ass like costumes they used to have? It was like, yeah, like a vest, and it had like, it said like Sonic on it, I think. Even though like you're wearing a mask, you're Sonic. So yeah, like that cheap thing. I had like pajamas. Dude, I had like all Sonic shit, and yeah, I remember just like running around as a kid, like thinking I'm Sonic. Like I can run like faster if I pretend to be Sonic. I don't know. He was my hero.
Hello, this is Albert Wesker coming to you live from the Resident Evil Mansion. Today I'm talking about the Sega Genesis classic of classics, the ultimate masterpiece, Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, this game is in many ways a foundational experience of the video game art form. As a child, I played it. It was like a radical new world when you were playing it for the first time, and beating one stage after another and getting further and further ahead. And the amount of self-pride that you felt as you progressed through the game, and when you completed it, it was overwhelming. Nowadays, games are much more immersive, much more cinematic, very stylized. This game is raw gameplay, but presented in a beautiful experience, and it's simply a magical time for me looking back on it. Now, I think the series improved as it progressed, and it got more and more expansive, more diverse, more intense. Sonic 2, then the insanity of Sonic CD, then Sonic 3 changed the engine, and Sonic and Knuckles, revolutionary lock-on technology that they brought in. It was pretty amazing times. I always get misty-eyed even thinking about those early 90s because, you know, it was a new time, a new energy, a new life, and this game kind of symbolizes, immediately takes me back, you know, to that era, to that generation. I was a Sega fan completely. Forget about Super Nintendo. I had no time for it whatsoever. I only appreciated it many years later. But back then it was Sega all the way.
I will kill you.
Sega all the way. Back then and forever.
What's your favorite zones?
Easily, it's Green Hill Zone because it's just classic. It really gives you the feel of the game. You know, the loop-de-loops, the speed, the enemies, all the badniks.
Another favorite sketch I would say would be the Spring Yard sketch, because that music is bumping and banging in a motherfucker. You heard?
I think my favorite zone of all is probably Starlight Zone, because it is a nice break from the hell that comes before it. Then you get there and it's all like magical. It has nice music.
Sounds like Michael Jackson.
Sounds like Michael Jackson.
Everybody talked about how awesome it is. It's like a balm of peace. Starlight Zone is just refreshing. It's wonderful. A nightlife atmosphere. You got the city, bright city lights in the background. You're in this construction loop-de-loops. You're going fast. It's a very freewheeling stage. And the music is amazing. It's my favorite of the game.
Least favorite zone's easily Labyrinth Zone, just because it definitely, the game to me slows down to a crawl. Like all the water stuff, even though it's nice to have diversity and gameplay and all that, but you know, you just want to kind of fucking barrel through the game. You want to plow through your Sonic, you want to speed through the shit, you want to go through loop-de-loops, not jump tediously and have these like countdown meters constantly going, and you know, it's cool and difficult for a little bit, but for 3 fucking acts, I don't know, I get kind of bored after a while.
I would say the Water Labyrinth stage, because of the annoying ass obstacles at that last part where you have to go on that slide and roll precisely to press the button to pursue further on that 3rd level, and then the second part where you had to jump into those courts, because if you fuck up once, you have to die again and do it over again and get it right the first time precisely.
You gotta admit that the Labyrinth Zone boss is pretty sweet though. I mean it's challenging, but you know, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely a good take. I think it's probably the most different boss fight All the other ones are just kind of in an area and you have to take care of him. But here it's like you're kind of racing him, trying to, survive. It's definitely different, so it is an interesting take. So that's pretty much like the best part of that level, is the boss fight.
My least favorite stage is Marble Zone because it's dull and boring, and I can't stand the music. It just makes me want to go to sleep. And it's frustrating when I was a child to play it, and I never want to experience it again.
Holy shit.
Yeah, favorite music in the game?
Favorite music? I don't know. It's one of my least favorite zones, but I think the Marble Zone is pretty damn good music. It's just kind of like grooving along, and yeah, I like that one.
My favorite music would be from Scrap Brain, just because it sounds so dynamic and it pumps me up and it makes me want to play the stage all over again. And it just gets you ready to, I don't know, do some jumping jacks or something. It's a great stage.
I was hyped up. I was getting into it. Scrap Brain is fucking adrenaline. I forgot how much adrenaline you can get playing Scrap Brain, because it's an intense, really intense stage. I mean, everything is being shooting. There's fire shooting at you, electricity, buzzsaws flying everywhere. Things trying to crush you. I mean, bombs falling on you. I mean, it was terrific. I mean, and the music is fantastic. Completely reminds me of the Vangelis score for Blade Runner. If you listen to the end credits of the movie Blade Runner, a sci-fi masterpiece, you will absolutely feel familiarity when you play Scrap Brain. And look at the design of that level. It's fantastic. You got the factories and the lights and the chemicals, and it's like Metropolis. It's the nighttime. I loved it. I mean, it's just fantastic to play. I also like how the Labyrinth Zone kind of comes back in Scrap Brain Act 3. I think that was amazing. I know Sega, they didn't have a time or enough memory on the cartridge, so they kind of threw the Labyrinth design into Scrap Brain, but kept the music. That was some epic moments in that final underwater level where you're running out of air and you go right past the lamppost and you drown just as you hit that safe spot. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, what about playing it when you were a kid initially and learning how to play games and learning this particular game? It must have been pretty challenging, wasn't it?
Yeah, since this was kind of our introduction to video games, like I said, platforming and just kind of, becoming coordinated with a controller was actually quite a challenge. I remember going through the first stage was actually really hard, particularly that part, I think it's Green Hill Zone, Act 2, with those pillars that go up and down. You get the magic and then you have to hop from pillar to pillar and they're going up and down, and just coordinating that was like tremendously difficult when we first started.
What is this magic you speak of?
Yeah, we call
magic bread.
Yeah, me and my brothers used to call invincibility magic. That's how we referred to it. And we also referred to the power shoes, or whatever they're called.
Power sneakers.
Power sneakers. We called it hot feet because it made more sense.
Why the hell did you guys call them these things?
Because in that day, you don't have the internet and you don't really have other... I mean, I know it says it in the instruction manuals, but as kids, you just kind of make up your own terminology for whatever it is that is happening.
Sonic or Mario?
Definitely Sonic, because Sonic, he's like the cool kid on the block. He's like in the in crowd. Mario, he just some sleazy old man who keeps losing his woman to Bowser, It's like, man, he just needy, man. Mario's needy. Mario is very needy.
He's impulsive too.
He's impulsive like that. Like Dark Assassin said, Sonic will never lose his girl Amy, for real.
Right.
Sonic's the man.
And how would you rank this one as part of the series?
I say part of the series, just because it's the first, I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. So if you didn't have this, you wouldn't appreciate the other games as much either. Like, oh look, you can see like the progression of their ideas and like how they're getting more. But like even just to start out, like this character and like all his stuff is pretty solid in this game, Like he's got his all his like animations and stuff were like are on point in this game already. So,
all the groundwork has been laid out.
Yeah, all the groundwork is really impressive.
So Sonic versus Mario, easy pick for you?
Yeah, Sonic,
Excellent.
definitely.
You can remind me of Tails.
Really? You remind me of Robotnik.
You're walking into that one. That was a minefield.
Have you ever heard of the show Bucky the Grappler?
You got jokes, man, but I'm like, whatever, man.
Could you tell us about the anti-life equation machine or whatever you were talking about?
Oh, whatever, man. You got jokes and shit, man. Yeah, whatever. God, dog, this is stupid. Y'all like to
any
be
more
fuck
questions?
with me and shit.
Talk about the rings.
The rings. Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this game's Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
This is very unique to Sonic, is that you go around collecting rings.
You get 100, you get an extra life.
Yes, you get an extra man.
It's your
One
health
up.
bar.
Yeah, it's basically your health bar.
Right.
And what's cool about this, that, you know, you collect the rings, you get hit, and it's not like depends on how many lives or whatever things that you have. It's more about like, you know, you hit the rings, they scatter, and if you collect it, you know, you're still alive, you're still going. So, you know, I always thought that was unique to Sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agree.
definitely.
Definitely agree.
Definitely.
For sure.
That was a new concept I've never seen before.
Yeah, that was the aspect of the gameplay that made the gameplay much faster than any other game.
Right.
Because you don't, in those other platformers, you just die instantly. Or you get maybe one hit and then you die. Here you can just keep grabbing, keep going instead of, you know, having
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
that
right. And-
forest field. That forest field can help your life too, along with the ring.
Yeah, the shield is pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely helpful.
Yeah.
Invincibility.
Don't you like feel naked in the game when you have no ring?
Yeah, you
Yes,
feel
I
super
do.
naked.
Feel so
Yes, I
vulnerable.
do.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Feels
In
naked.
other games,
Hell
you
yeah.
don't feel that vulnerability, even though maybe you have only that one hit. But
Right.
in this one, particularly, you always want to have at least one ring.
Very different, very unique.
Talk about the special stage in Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Bonus stage.
It sounds like a carnival. Like going around a merry-go-round.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a lullaby.
It's a lullaby.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's kind of psychedelic. Isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
the
psychedelic.
background.
It was pretty amazing in 1991. I mean, all the rotation, all the extravagant colors in the background, fish and birds changing. And
Alright, what about the boss fights? Robotnik. First ones with the ball and chain.
Ball and chain, that was a good stage.
That
I
was
like
a
the
good
ball
stage.
and
Pretty good,
chain.
simple.
Pretty good.
And,
Pretty simple.
and believe it or not, I liked that the fires when Robotnik dropped those fires on you on the marble stage. That was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And I also like
That was
the
good.
Starlight
Classic.
stage with the teeter totters, where you had to throw those bomb spikes up to hit them.
Yeah.
Or though you can jump on the teeter totter when the bomb
up,
spikes goes
hits
up
them.
and you can hit them.
Yeah.
You have like two
You
options
can
on that
hit- yeah,
Starlight.
either way.
That was fucking cool.
Oh, how about this? Like the animals in this game. I mean, I think that's in all of them. But like in this one was the first one where they
Yeah.
obviously introduced like Sonic is saving a bunch of animals. Like all the robots have like animals inside of them. What's up with that?
Hey, you can have Sonic for animal rights. Like,
basically.
society's cracking down
You
on
kind of
animal
got it.
rights.
You kind of got it.
Like,
Yeah.
save the animals. You can put Sonic on like your mascot
Peter?
poster.
Basically,
Yeah.
Sonic's like
Save the animals.
He's the
Because
hero.
you know how society don't like animal cruelty. You can use Sonic for the anti-animal cruelty.
That's true.
Save
Good.
the animals and have him
like
with
a
a thumbs up,
he's a
doing like
superhero
this
for
on a
animals.
poster or some shit.
It would be a good mascot.
he's like a superhero for animals, man.
And
Right.
is there an environmental dynamic to this game? Because it seems like all the beautiful stages, it's all like very natural, and then the brutal stages, and I'm talking about all the games, are just very metallic, very industrial, very modern. You know, it's almost like some
Yeah.
kind of a
Skynet.
Skynet.
It's like
kind of
Skynet's
thing.
like Robotnik's trying to take over and create his own empire with all the machines.
I mean, his
Always
name
trying
is
to-
Robot.
Yeah, Robotnik.
He's
He's a
fucking-
huge eco-terrorist. He's like he's a polluter of mass
Yeah,
proportions.
I don't know what's up with that dude.
He's pretty much like
fucked
Hitler.
up.
He's like Hitler.
Right.
He's like
He's enslaving the animals. He's polluting the planet.
right.
Right.
With all those chemical factories.
Planet Mobius. That's the planet, right?
Playing movies.
Yeah.
Man, you're really good at art, man.
Yeah.
You can really
He's
draw.
Donald Duck.
We kind of shared.
Donald Duck.
Crap.
You drew this?
This is like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were looking straight from like covers and stuff like
you
that.
can sell
were-
this for money.
I
Seriously.
don't know. They could just buy
There's a
these.
Sonic con.
These are nice.
Oh, these are
Nice
just
color.
draw like.
Copies?
Yeah, we didn't trace it, but we looked at stuff for inspiration.
Oh, so this is original. Then.
In what?
Semi-original. It's like looking at a Monet and painting a Monet.
Yeah,
or
it's like
something.
looking
Yeah,
at something
Rembrandt.
and drawing it.
Holy crap! You didn't pay. No way. You didn't do this, man.
Yeah, we did that.
Holy crap,
These colors are like awesome too.
man! This is impressive.
So bright.
You gotta
Yeah,
tell
I
me.
love you guys' reactions.
I know.
We're just gonna cut in close up of all the covers.
This
Yeah,
is
they
sweet.
got hydras in there and some
So-
ice monsters.
So you didn't trace this. You just
Like a
this was
ring.
like
Yeah, just looked at stuff for
Ring.
reference from comic books.
that's original.
I made that. That's original. That guy doesn't exist. That's a made up character.
I mean, original as in like
Mr. Penguin.
Yeah, Willie the Penguin.
Shit.
Oh my god, dude, look at this.
Mecha Sonic.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's fucking
You should make a
Freaking
poster on this and I'll
Halloween
hang this, man. This is cool.
I like this Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always did like in comic books. They had weird specials like Christmas specials, Halloween
Yeah.
specials.
Like a big pumpkin.
Man. I could never draw like this. This is great.
Clone Wars. The saga continues. Part 6.
Pretty sweet, huh? All right, so like in general with the music, man, this is totally like, totally Sega, man. Like Sega Genesis, that awesome sound, just the kind of stuff that I couldn't find Super Nintendo. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
that
like
is true.
super catchy melodic music.
Yeah.
You know,
And just check out how many like tributes to this music.
Yeah,
there's on the internet.
Just go on YouTube.
It's
Look up.
endless.
You got all these different guitar and remixes and stuff. So
First
the music is like super fucking awesome in these games, and it only gets better for me personally. Like in other game in the sequels. That's interesting.
But as true connoisseurs know, Sonic CD, the Japanese soundtrack, is probably the best of the entire Sonic series.
One of my favorite Sonic songs is Sonic Boom.
Sonic boom, Sonic boom, Sonic boom.
Hey, can you feel the sunshine?
Can
Oh, yes, I
Feel the
are.
sunshine.
You
Does it brighten up your day?
Brighten up your day.
Can you feel the sunshine?
Holy shit.
You just need to run away.
Oh man, you got it down to a T.
Sunshine.
Nice.
Yeah,
That
sounds
is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Than a motherfucker. Hell yeah. That shit hardcore as hell.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Shit, get your
Dark
blue gear
Assassin.
on, man.
yeah, that shit
That
was
was great.
gangster.
Hell yeah.
Just alongside with the music, like the cool little jingles that they do, like for that are really satisfying. Like when you get an extra life, it's like
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah.
it's really sweet things.
That's
Like,
real.
yeah,
That would draw you in the game.
Man, all
definitely.
the sound effects in this game are amazing. As you can
Even-
see, they're like they follow through the series. Like,
Yeah.
If you listen to all the sounds, the coins,
Right,
the
getting the
bouncy
rings.
sounds, all that shit is like
Yeah.
hitting the
even
lampposts.
Hitting the lampposts, yeah, they carried through. So like whoever designed the sound effects for this was a beast.
Yeah, the springboards, the like jumping on, landing on enemies, like boop.
Yeah,
that,
even
pop
your like
sound,
rolling
like-
sound that like
Yeah, they
yeah.
crashing through the walls. Like I love that sound with the bridges that fall apart. Like when you land on them and run away, it's like it's like.
Hey guys, is it me? Or when you collect the coins, doesn't that sound so delightful?
It's a nice little twinkle sound.
Delightful.
It does.
Certainly is pretty delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel happy every time I hear it.
I'll tell you that when I get a continue in the special stage, you get 50 rings. In the special stage, you get a continue, and that is a delightful sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
awesome.
And then it's like when you beat the voice like.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that, dude.
He know that one.
You got that to
Oh,
a
man.
science shit.
Man,
Got that shit down to a science.
that was good.
Yeah. So dudes, thanks for joining us on another episode where we look back at the totally radical.
Fast pace.
Totally vintage.
Masterpiece, Sonic the Hedgehog.
So until the next episode, dudes, signing off!
As a kid, my favorite color was blue. As kids, we have favorite colors, and Sonic was blue, and he had the red shoes. It was like a boom, boom, kind of punchy kind of design, much more attractive than Mario or even people's beloved Mega Man.
Fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself, eat that dick, you fuck.
You shut up.
You shut up, you
I'll fucking cut your head off.
Sonic
Hey,
kills
shut up.
Mega Man.
Mega
Sonic
Man's
kills
better.
Mega Man.
Man's better.
Fuck Mega Man.
Man's better.
Fuck Mega Man, you
Sonic.
motherfucker.
Fuck Sonic.
Fuck you.
Sonic.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Fucking
you.
Mega Man.
you.
Fuck him.
Fuck Sonic.
Fuck Mega Man, you asshole.
Fuck Sonic, you son
Go
of a
suck a
bitch.
dick.
You
And
go
die.
suck a dick.
Eat it.
You eat it. You
Eat
die.
it, you fucking dick.
Shut up. With your
All right, next
fat-ass
question.
haircut.
Next question.
Wow. Just wow.
This is Albert Wesker signing off.